What's up, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here, and I want to give you a hands-on with the brand new iPhone 5S. There's a lot to see here. Let's go ahead and get our hands on it. So the big story here, at least in my estimation, is Touch ID. It'll use your fingerprints to unlock the phone. Let's go ahead and get that to unlock. And boom, we are in the device. We got a whole separate video coming showing you what Touch ID does. Hit the link down below if you want to watch that as soon as the video goes up. So first, let's talk about the design of the phone. So we've got the space gray model. You might be thinking to yourself, isn't that just the black version with the fancy new name? Well, here is the outgoing black iPhone 5. See the difference? They do look very similar, and they sort of have that same sort of glimmer and light. But the space gray is a little bit grayer, whereas the black was a little bit darker, and that extends all the way to the sides as well. Key difference here on the LED flash, the camera, same 8 megapixels, though the megapixels are a little bit bigger here on the 5S, but now you've got that dual LED right there. If you want to turn on the flashlight, you're only going to activate that top LED, just as a heads up. The bottom one is an amber color, so the two different colored LEDs. Kind of interesting. Going around and feeling the phone, though, it feels very much the same story. So you've got a few extra options here. You can go ahead and set Touch ID, but everything else is very similar from the 5 to the 5S. iOS 7 obviously comes pre-installed on this, so you get all the iOS 7 sort of goodness you'd expect. My favorite, though, is probably the new camera app. You can sort of slide through and take pictures. You can hold it down if you want to take burst modes. See all the different options. You can do square, photo, video, slow-mo is also very neat now, so you can actually slow things down and speed it back up depending on what you want your video to look like, and it'll do it at 120 frames per second, which is kind of neat. You also have all kinds of other filters and stuff you can set in here as well if you want, as well as panoramic. All kinds of other neat goodness found inside of the camera app. Parallax, obviously here as well. That's sort of that weird thing that makes the icons look like they're floating no matter what you have as your background or home screen. It's kind of neat to see. Other than that, there's really not that much different here. You don't have that square button in the home button anymore, at least that square icon in the home button anymore. That is totally gone. People were wondering what it was going to feel like, the new home button with Touch ID, and it feels almost identical to what the home button on the iPhone 5 felt like. There is a metal ring around each version of the 5S, although on the space gray model you can't really see it. It's much more prominent on the silver or the gold variant. So keep that in mind if you decide whether or not you want that to really be shown, or whether or not you want it to sort of fade into the background like we have here on our space gray 5S. Phone feels very similar to the iPhone 5. It's got that same sort of cold feel from the brushed aluminum or aluminium, depending on where in the world you live. Picking these phones up, closing your eyes, you really won't be able to feel any difference at all between the two. We're going to continue to put it through its pace. I just want to give you guys a real quick overview and see what the colors look like and how it compared versus the old iPhone 5. And just for fun, let's bring in its brother. Here is the blue iPhone 5C. You can see differences there as well, obviously. It almost looks like from the front, like the 5C has a case on it, and the back obviously is a whole different story. Both have the same Retina display screens, a 6 processor in the 5C and the iPhone 5, and the A7 M7 combination here in the iPhone 5S. Please give the video a thumbs up. Most definitely appreciate it. We'll have a ton more iPhone 5S coverage coming your way very soon. I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. See you next video.
What's up, everyone? It's Ashley. Thanks so much for watching that most recent video. If you enjoyed it, please click on the word subscribe right underneath me to get tons of more tech videos from us here at Techno Buffalo. We have got unboxings, comparisons, reviews, recaps, and everything else you can think of here on the channel. If you're in the mood for more technology, just click right over here to check out some of our most recent videos. See you next time, humans.